We are uneducated icons.
We are uneducated in every way, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, introduce yourself to the class.
Danielle, first year
Mm-hmm.
at university.
Slay.
I study childhood and youth studies with criminology.
Educated icons.
Slay.
It's our catchphrase.
Save it for the podcast.
So, I've got so much to tell you actually. I made a list.
That's it.
Okay.
How did you introduce yourself?
I'm Hetty. I'm a student nurse. She doesn't want to be, but she still is. She hasn't dropped out yet. She's working on it. Also, don't tell you.
No, you have to tell me that.
I applied to the police.
Oh yeah, the apprenticeship.
Yeah, that's about it really. First year. Here, vibing, chilling, seeing what's occurring. Shall we start off with some of our viewers' issues? Viewers' issues.
Oh
okay,
yes,
so we've got one on our big screen first. This one, I like this one.
Okay.
So, one of you guys, my flatmate keeps bringing boys round, and I'm in a room next to her, and I hear every noise when she brings lads back. Ooh. How would you advise her?
The thing is, the hard truth is that realistically you are just gonna have to deal with it.
You are at uni, people are getting in.
Yeah.
Not in an inappropriate way. Just in a...
You can talk to your flatmate.
Yeah.
But there isn't really anything that she can do other than be quieter. But she's probably not gonna want to do that.
No, especially if it's different guys.
Yeah.
She's got to like...
Because it's boys, it's plural.
Yeah, exactly. The grammar in this. Yeah, I think like you are at uni, so you do have to deal with it to an extent. But if it's getting like disrespectful,
yeah.
Like for example, this girl or this guy could be like myself, a student nurse, having to get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And that's disrespectful.
But then you should explain.
Yeah.
Like your
just be like,
circumstances.
look, I've got placement, I've got to be doing this. Is there
I
any
need you
chance?
to shut up. Yeah, we are uneducated.
I think she's just gonna have to explain if there's a circumstance, but otherwise I think you're at uni, baby, you're just gonna have to get over it.
And just remember that if you are in first year or even in second year, next year will be better. As
well, if you're first year, like neither of us are living with the people we're living with next
year.
Yeah,
exactly.
We're not even living with each other.
No, we're not.
You're gonna sleep on my floor though. It's fine.
Absolutely.
Totally. I don't like my friend's boyfriend, but she's in love with him. A lot of like male This is what I think you need to realise, girls and guys, men are the issue. So, I don't like my friend's boyfriend, but she's in love with him.
The thing is, she's your friend.
Yeah.
You've got to prioritise your friend.
Yeah. But I do think, basically guys, for a bit of context, while we're filming this, recording this, there's a massive, like, bloody massive glass bit, and then people keep giving me the side eye, and I can't be dealing with it.
This definitely isn't soundproof, this room. There's people next door, and they're going to be...
Yeah, they can definitely hear all of your icon incidents.
But it's fine.
Yeah, but I think, you need to prioritise your friendship, but part of that is, why don't you like the boyfriend? If you don't like the boyfriend because you're just not vibing...
Is that your own issues, your own insecurities?
Yeah, but if you're seeing, like, red flags in this guy... that is it's not good for your friends, like mental health and all those kind of things, and obviously
have that discussion.
Yeah,
but with your friend, don't make it confrontational.
No, be
like, I'm not really vibing with this, and because of this and this.
Just be like highlighting things, and just be like, look, here's the situ.
Yeah,
I don't. But I think if it's a genuine like you think this is unsafe, your bestie, then obviously you can bring that up.
Yeah, but communication is key.
Yeah.
If it's like a little thing that you're like, I don't really like this, then to me that just sounds like a you problem.
You've your kind of issue.
You've kind of just gotta be there for your friend. Wait, how many group chats is too many group chats?
Good last question.
But I wasn't even in group chats until I started uni.
Really? No, I'm so for context.
Yeah, you probably have way more than me.
I went to boarding school, and before that I went to 2 different schools, and I had so many bloody group chats. Because as well, the thing about boarding is it will be like, you have a group chat minus like 2 people because there's drama. And there must be a group chat without me, but I don't know what they're saying. To be fair, actually, can I tell you about this, right? I found out the other week, well, like a month ago, that there's a group chat called Hetty's Whereabouts, or like, Where is Hetty?
What?
Basically, people just discuss where I am and they don't know. because I just sort of go off the radar. And it's like, when you look at it, it's like, has anyone heard Betty in the past few days? And people are like, yeah, it's fine, I heard from it the other day. Or like people are like, no, I haven't actually. And then people are like, anyone got her on like Life 360 or Snapmaps? And people are like, no, should we find out where she is? And then have to ask like my bestie, who wasn't in this group chat, and then someone should know and someone she wouldn't.
Oh my god, that's actually kind of cute though.
It's really wholesome, yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'm also like... Did I tell you about organising?
No.
So my go-to organiser, for context, in Italy, went on a summer holiday with like loads of my best mates from boarding.
Yeah.
One of my friends is Italian, so we stayed at our house, so we didn't have to organise that. But everything else just got organised by people, and I just paid them back and turned up.
Yeah.
Like, that's my vibe.
Yeah.
But I basically, in a moment of madness, so for context guys, my placement right now is quite intense, quite rough, so I want a holiday afterwards. So I booked one.
By yourself? Or...
Yeah, I'm just going.
Okay, fine.
So I've had to book things, and I have booked plane and hotel, and that's it.
How far away is the airport to the hotel?
It's fine, so I've been there before, so I'm going to the airport.
Right, okay.
I've been before, so that's fine. I know
Yeah.
where how to get from airport to hotel, because the hotel's really near the one we used to stay at.
Okay, that's fine.
However, I have no idea how to get from uni to airport.
Which airport are you flying from?
Is there any other things I need to do? Like, do I need like a passport? I've got a passport.
Do you need a visa?
I don't know.
Well, you need to Google the border control in Vienna.
Okay, we'll put that on my to-do list after this. Do I need a COVID test? I just don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't think I need a visa.
Why do you know like global geography, but not UK geography? And
No, so I know global geography for two reasons. Firstly, my family's Austrian.
okay.
So like I know where Austria is.
Alright, first.
Secondly, because me and my bestie are planning a European trip, and we
Okay.
basically
Are you
had
going to Europe?
Yeah, but that's in the summer.
Yeah.
That's like a month in the summer
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Whereas this is for like 3 nights on my own. And everyone I've told thinks I'm mad, but I'm just like, whatever.
Well, I went to the Lake District by
On your
myself.
own?
Yeah, like Wednesday.
Today?
Yeah.
I've never been to the Lake District. I thought you had to like drive there.
Well, this is the thing. So,
Here's the thing.
Here's the
started
thing.
our friends.
whoa. Anyways, I found this waterfall
Right.
in the Lake District. It's called Air Force.
Cute.
That I really wanted
Sounds
to go
like a
to.
cool pair of trainers.
Yeah, and I found the nearest train station, so I had to find out like how to get from where we are now
Yeah.
to the train station. Then I realised that it was like a half-hour drive between the.
Oh.
So then I had to work out how to get from the train station to the waterfall, and there was a bus.
Oh, that's
So I
good.
grabbed it. And the bus, right? So the buses are like every 3 hours, right?
It's
And
because it's the north. No offence. Other than I have like a slight issue with the north.
a slight
A
issue.
slight issue. Yeah. Call the midwife.
No, don't even get me
Don't,
started.
don't
even.
Anyone here that's called midwife, we're going to set up a club.
No.
Basically a club, but they just call it a society to sound bougie.
Or it'll just be an extra cult. Because apparently societies in this university have just become cults.
Oh really? Have you gone to Grey's Anatomy Society yet?
Yeah. No,
I missed it.
I went yesterday.
Oh yeah?
There was literally only 4 of us.
Oh.
And 2 of them were from the committee.
Icon.
The icon.
Issue,
So I tried to like fit in and like
Yeah.
get them to like me because I didn't know you and like
yeah.
and I didn't know Alicia until but like I felt like I had to change to like fit in.
Yeah, you should know. That's one thing actually.
But yeah.
If like even this probably isn't gonna have any contact because we probably cut out the past like 5 minutes. But one thing I would say is if you were joining a group or a society or uni or anything, don't change yourself
Yeah.
to fit in.
Yeah.
Because if you continue being yourself, you will find the people you fit
Yeah.
with. You will find your tribe, as
Yeah.
they used to say back in the day,
Yeah.
like 2014.
Like changing my
The thing is, like all those people, we went on a mini golf trip.
oh,
Like,
right.
well, no, with you.
Oh yeah.
So me and Danielle and some other friends went on a mini golf trip, and there's some other people as well that couldn't make it. But those people, if we had like if yourself and myself, to be fair, had continued to like try and fit in with like flatmates or like other people
Yeah.
in certain societies, then we wouldn't have necessarily found those people. Do you know what I mean? And that would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like a shame.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think you've got to continue being yourself, and then
Yeah.
just see what happens.
And like you're not gonna make friends straight away.
no.
Making friends at uni is 10 times harder than what I thought it would be. Because
Yeah.
like I don't get on with my flatmates, and I think at uni it's actually quite lucky if you do, And it is just luck. Because...
I think, like, for me, I do get on my flatmates.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where we don't have loads and loads and loads in common, but we all live together, we all get on really well.
Yeah.
But I think that's fine if you're going to do that. But then for those friends that you know you're going to have forever and you have really, really deep connection with, you're not going to find them in your flat.
No,
I'm sorry to break that to people, but it's just not going to happen.
I would encourage you to join societies.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, we met through a society. Even though that society wasn't for us, that's how we met.
Yeah.
And, like, you and Annalise, like, I know you didn't meet through Grey's Anatomy, but you could have done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where...
Like, getting yourself out there is the hardest thing.
Oh, totally.
Stepping out of your comfort, but uni will literally tip you upside down.
Oh yeah. See, like for me, I thought I would like breeze through it because I'm like I've been to loads of different schools. I went to boarding school. I've like joined loads of different friendship groups throughout my years, and like I joined my church when everyone else had been going for their whole life. And I hadn't. And I was like, I can make friends. I know how to like interact with people, and I do. But uni is just that bit different because everybody is so drastically different and so many different backgrounds. Like some people here are like 25, who obviously completely different set point in their mind, and that doesn't make sense.
Your personal, you are
a set point in their mind, like different mindset.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like your values and your morals and matter so much at university.
Oh, totally.
Because then because you're more mature at uni, or you're meant to be, and you tend to find people that are your level of maturity and like you have the same goals and aspirations as you, because you're all at university for a degree. You're all paying tons amount of money for the degree. You all have, even though it seems sometimes that people don't actually care about the degree, but you are all here because you want to be here.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, you would have either dropped out already.
Exactly.
Or you're gonna. Do you actually mind? Do you want to join in? Oh.
I was just admiring the No, but this is the thing actually. I think some people come for the uni experience and some people come for university. And I think as well, it's difficult. So whoever's listening, maybe no one, but whoever's listening, I think, like, so we're Christians and we have obviously certain like beliefs about certain things. Nothing too drastic, to be honest, with Rachel. But it's like a lot of people come for uni for certain things and that isn't necessarily what you're coming for. But actually that's okay, whether that's because of your faith or because of your background, whatever. Just because you're not coming for the uni experience doesn't mean you're not going to fit in. You just need to find people that
are like you.
Exactly, like we love a night out, but some people in our group wouldn't go on a night out. Some I would go out every night if I could, but
I came with no friends.
No, never.
A lot of people did though. Like
Yeah.
Like they went to uni with their friends, and I'm like, I don't know why I didn't do that, but I'm also glad I didn't because they would have held me back in like the nicest way possible, because we've all been able to like grow and be our own selves.
So do you still talk to your friends from home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, because I know some people that completely cut off all their friends from home when they come to uni.
Yeah, no.
And I know people that have like done that to me in my friendship group, and it really breaks my heart actually, because I'm like, we have so much history. Yeah. And I know with the individual I'm thinking about, I'm sure the people they're living with and their flatmates I know, I'm sure they're lovely people. Actually, we were there through those like 2-3 years of Marcus's life, and I'm like, actually, if they want to reach out about that, they're going to have to re-explain everything, keep that stability back at home. Yeah. Just right, because I think sometimes having a conversation where you don't have to explain everything is just so much more like cathartic.
Because I feel like at uni people don't actually know you, and that's nice, because like I remember when I first came to uni and I was able to talk to my family and be like, the best thing about uni is that nobody knows you.
Yeah.
And you can be whoever you want to be, like not in a two-faced or like a fake type of way, but totally. You're allowed to be whoever you want to be. You've got nobody or nothing holding you back. But yeah, like I have a friend who I've kind of like lost touch with since starting uni, because our morals and our aims don't align. But I feel like that's just life.
Oh, it is. People come and go.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the girl I'm going to Europe with, I met on the first day of primary school and she's still my best mate.
That's cute.
And like that's great. There have been people that have come and gone in between that. And people that have tried to break us up as well. Yeah. And actually you realise those people aren't ever going to matter. Yeah. And also, but sometimes break those friendships off if they're not working. Yeah. And if they're actually making you not a better person. Yeah. But the thing as well about uni is the fact that no one knows you, as you said. But don't make yourself someone you don't recognise. Yeah. Because I definitely tried to do that in freshers, because I had a life before Jesus, let's put it that way. And I definitely tried to revert back to that because I could. And I had to like look at myself and go, actually, that's not a positive thing to do, because I know who I am. Yeah. But I didn't want to be that person.
I've found people who I can be chill with and also drink with.
Yeah. I think that's the thing about uni as well, is that you've got to be really careful who you go out with. Like, really careful, because they could be the best person in the world, but if a guy or a girl or someone comes along,
you are literally
away.
You are by yourself at uni. Like, I would never go into town. Like, during freshers, I knew nobody.
No.
So I wouldn't go into town, go around the nightclubs and stuff, because I know that I'd be my own responsibility getting back. Because at the start of the year, nobody knows you, so nobody actually gives a about you.
No. They could walk away with you on the phone. And like, don't get me wrong, I met my flatmates who I go out with all the time and are great people to go out with, but you do always have to have in the back of your mind, if something happens, I am on my own. Yeah. And it thank the Lord, never has, but I think that's just that about you. You've got to be aware of who you're going out with. You've got to be so aware, just because. Yeah, I can sober up and get someone else home, but can someone sober up and get me home if I need it?
But you need to carry on while you're crying. But call a midwife. Oh my gosh, no.
You're gonna have to edit this. It's not this crazy.
But I literally the episode. Bear in mind it's not on until another 2 weeks.
I haven't seen this week's episode.
Let me tell you, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Okay.
But
so I was gonna say actually, I thought I'd seen this week, but I haven't. Thinking about it.
When I cry, I bawl. So during Call the Midwife, a character who's like
dies.
No, she doesn't die, but she's ill. But like,
is it Sister Monica Jane?
I don't want to say.
Oh, it is.
No, but like,
is she alive at the end of it?
Yeah, but she's in bed and she's got this infection. Like, I was crying for a good 40 minutes after the episode ended. It was actually devastating. And it's not on in another 2 weeks. So she's probably gonna die. And we don't know.
It's not gonna be okay.
No, but like, I was on FaceTime with one of my friends back home. But then she ended up like, wait, let me show you this picture that she made to like mock me.
To be fair though, actually, right? That's something about crying. I will cry at like Call the Midwife. I cry at TikToks all the time. Yeah. But if something really traumatising happens, I just can't cry.
So she made this.
Oh, we'll definitely put this on the Instagram.
And then that was me crying.
Oh, 100% this is going on the Insta. No, do you know what I was actually going to say? Right, so I cried the other day. I just remembered this TikTok. Let me just find out what they're called. Bitty and Bo coffee shop. Basically, I think it's in America. Okay. It is the most wholesome TikTok account you've ever seen. So honestly, you have to Google it when you get home. They give jobs to people with like additional needs and stuff. Like teaching people and like vulnerable adults and stuff to make coffee and serve coffee, and it is the most wholesome thing I've ever seen. And there's loads of stories of like the parents of these young adults saying how the coffee shop's given their children like opportunities and stuff, and it is so wholesome. And I cried throughout the whole page, and I watched the whole thing. It's so wholesome. So if anyone go and support Bitty and Bo coffee shop, because shout out.
You know, two of hearts. Waiting around, the ups and downs, you know. I just said, look. Thank you so much. You know, it's a paycheck.
You have to tell me about the careers thing.
Oh, so basically, I had a meeting with the careers woman, and she basically said, I'll call you in 2 weeks.
Seriously?
No, so she had a meeting, and she was like, have you decided? I was like, well, not yet. And what are the options? And she was like, it's like a 10-minute phone call. And she's like, we'll call back in 2 weeks and see what you're thinking. But basically, if I wanted to restart as a first year next year, doing like film or something, I could. But
what now or next year?
Next year, finish this year. I want to finish like clinical skills and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's one of those things where
the thing is,
it's so difficult.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I found my vibe, I'd be alright. Yeah. And I think the thing about nursing school is that I can study all I like, but I've still got to get through those shifts. I've still got to turn up, and that's the difficult thing. And I know obviously when I actually started working, I would be doing those shifts, but it would be just so different. I think. I would say the way I would sum up the NHS at the moment, obviously everyone who works there loves their job and really wants to be there and is amazing at their job. Nurses, HCAs, everyone. Yeah. But I don't know, there just seems to be some sort of disconnect between caring and being on the ward and or being in A&E or whatever, and then actually whoever is running the whole show is a hospital. Not like ward managers and ward sisters, because they're all amazing. But
yeah. You also need to look at nursing, like a student nurse or like the nursing school. But why is there not enough students go through the process?
Because the dropout rate is so excessively high. Because
what
people
is
don't know
the
what they're
dropout?
getting themselves into.
What is the dropout rate?
It's like 33%. So they qualify. So like people drop out during like first, second year, and then once you've qualified within that first year, like a further 20% drop out. I think I could be making those numbers up, but like it's just such an intense job.
Yeah.
That it's hard work, and people don't realise what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
Thing is, I feel so drastically different. So my shift yesterday, I felt so drastically different about to like my third shift. After my third shift, I just felt so drained, everything. But after yesterday, yeah, sure, I felt drained. It was a long shift, but because I could just get on with stuff, even if it's just doing blood pressures, doing temperatures, I can just get. It makes it so much easier. You feel so much more fulfilled at the end of it. Yeah. Which I think reason why I think any student nurses out there that are struggling, I think you need to just keep pushing through. Because I might not finish, I might quit after the end of the year, I don't know, but I think you have to push on through placement. Don't quit before your placement's over, because you will feel very different at the end of it to the start.
Love a good old politics. I can't believe Nicola freaking Sturgeon.
I thought she quit.
Yeah, she's resigned. Right.
In context, I won't be speaking for the next 10 minutes. It's just going to be Danielle doing a little speech. So we'll just leave her to it. I'll pop in.
Basically, Nicola Sturgeon was the one that the party is primary for Scottish Independent, which is driven by Nicola Sturgeon. Now, Nicola Sturgeon did an Indie Ref 1, which was the independent referendum, in like 2014, I think it was. She lost it. Then Brexit happened. Now she's trying to fight for an Indie Ref 2. She's leaving.
Well, she died.
Right.
So is she just dropping out, like Liz did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically. Wait, click on it, because I actually don't...
Well, while I click on it, let me tell you a fun story about Liz Truss. Basically, I got on the plane to go to Italy in the summer, right? And as we flew out of the country, I was leaving behind England, which was run by Queen Liz and Boris Johnson. I mean, we have opinions about Boris, but anyway. And then, when I landed back in the country, Liz Truss and King Charles were in charge. My whole world, I think, broke that week. It was so traumatising.
Yeah, but then you queued up for the Queen.
I did queue up for the Queen. Actually, let's talk about that for a bit.
Yeah.
Me and my best mate, Jamie, shout out to Jamie. Me and Jamie, so basically me and Jamie queued up to see the Queen, and it was such a strange experience, but it was actually a really nice experience as well. And did I tell you as well, my birthday is the same week as, well, it's the same day as the coronation.
Really?
So me and Jamie are going to the coronation, and then afterwards we're going clubbing.
What a way to honour the King.
Exactly.
I'm just reading this article by BBC of why did Nicola Sturgeon resign as First Minister. The first line is, in my head and my heart, I know that time is now. I'm sorry. Are you not waiting for the Indie Ref 2? Are you not waiting?
Question.
What's your
As
question?
someone who doesn't understand politics.
Okay.
Why is the death of Alan Angus cementing her decision? Independent activist Alan Angus died.
Yeah.
And that cemented her.
No, it's Peter Morrell.
Is her husband?
Yes, is married to the chief executive officer of SNP. Well, that just represents how corrupt the government is.
We're just discussing Hinge. Has anyone got Hinge or Tinder?
I have.
Have you got Hinge? Have you got?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Salt?
Yeah.
Oh no, so Salt is a Christian dating app.
I was with you when you made me get
I
them.
did make you get it, actually, yeah.
Oh.
I can't imagine Alicia going on.
So, no, neither can I. But I also said that, and look where I am. I'm on 3.
Because the thing is about all these dating apps is everyone just like 90% of people do just want a shag.
Yeah.
And that's the same for Salt, but they give you like 3 days of I'm a lovely Christian boy until you find out they just want a shag. Anyone that I'm talking to currently on any of these apps, I don't mean you.
I haven't actually spoken to anyone on Salt because
Really?
I
Who's
like
that girl?
yeah, but I like it when men message me first.
Dave is what you are.
I'm not needy. I just like to be. Yeah, maybe I am just needy.
Like-
But there was a nice lad who I was talking to for like a split second, but he's like he's like the mould version of a perfect Christian boy.
Oh.
He's from a nuclear family. His dad is an elder at the church. He's in the worship band with his mum. Then I told him that I don't want kids. But
he sounds like he would.
Yeah, because he does. He
Yeah.
wants kids of his own.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not rolling my eyes, but I also am.
Like, it's very cliche, and I just feel like I'm way too broken for, like, a
Yeah.
perfect...
No, so I don't think you're broken. Well, we're both broken to
Well,
an extent,
in the sense of, like... Because I obviously do not come from a nuclear family.
Yeah.
Are you family orientated? I was like, no, not really. But yeah,
I think it's just one of those things that actually, with the whole dating, is that people expect too much, I feel.
Yeah.
But then...
Or, like, there's this, like, expectation of, like, getting married
Yeah, that's
young.
kinda what I
And
mean.
yeah, getting married young and having kids and, like... You know,
especially in Christian circles, especially.
Yeah, especially. And I aren't the stay-at-home mummy type of person. Want a career, and I know what I want a career in, and I know where I want to end up. And I don't want to say that kids hold you back, but for me to be able to have the career that I aim to have, they are gonna prevent me from doing that. And by the time I've reached that, I'm gonna be infertile. So
yeah. No, but to be fair, this is something I've always said. Like, I've always said, when I was younger, my ambition, I was going to be an army doctor, I was going to be prime minister, and I was going to have 8 kids.
Yeah.
That was my dream when I was listening.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I don't want to do these things anymore, but I still have that kind of thing of, I have big ambitions, but I don't want kids. So,
for typical Christian boys, depending on their domination, depends on their ideas. Because if I said to this guy, no criticism to him, but if I said, I would expect you to be a stay-at-home dad, he would be like, no.
So I see it is, I have my ambitions, and I'm going to get to those.
Yeah.
In terms of like my creative ambitions, but also my career ambitions. I'm going to get to those. If you want to come along for that ride, that's great, and I'll come along for the ride for your ambitions.
Yeah.
But we're both. I'm not willing to give up. I'll give. Obviously, some things you do have to sacrifice, but those big things, I never want to give up, and I don't expect them to give up them either.
No.
I feel like you could be in a relationship with someone that didn't have ambitions.
Yeah.
Like, as much as stay-at-home dad.
But then I feel like they would have no personality. This is why I'm gonna be single forever, guys.
I think as well is you've just got to kind of be on the same page. I think it's a lot worse. Like, fine, you're going to stop talking to a guy after a week because you're not on that same page. That's fine. But at least it's not a year down the line before you have that conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, I do think, I don't know about your church at home, but my church at home and the church that we both go to here, you do see time and time again people getting married 20, 21, 22. Yeah. They've got kids by 23, 24, and that is such a normal image you see of Christianity. Yeah. But I think that is that classic image that people have of the church. I think a lot of people still have that. Daughters is taking my daughters into the church environment. But don't get me wrong, I think the church community is amazing, and I want my kids to grow up in it because I didn't. Not that that infected me, but
no, but I'm the same. Like, I
didn't grow up in that church environment, and I think the people that I know that did, I think they love it. It was amazing. But I don't want my daughters to grow up with that image of, I'm going to get married at 22, I'm going to have a kid, that's going to be it for me. Some people, that works for them. Some families, I know, that works for them so well. But I'm also like, if that isn't what works for you, like for me, my life ambition currently is to get through uni, and then by 30, I'm just going to, whatever I'm doing, I'm just going to quit it all and go make films and win an Oscar. Like, I know that's so not going to happen, but it's like, I have those ambitions, and I think if I was like, I'm going to get married at 22, that wouldn't happen, and that breaks my heart, because there's so many women need to just like get out there and do stuff. Yeah. I mean, my grandma, I love my grandma, but she is like my Christian, like she is a vicar, so she is, but she has that image of me, like going to uni, but then settling down, getting married, having kids. Like, I had a conversation with her yesterday and saying, I don't want to have kids, and she was like, yeah, but you will. You will when you're older. Yeah, and she was like, you're too young to decide. But I think that everyone our age knows whether they want to have kids. I think deep down, So deep down, I know I want kids, whether I have them myself, or I adopt them, or they come from my partner's previous relationship, whatever that is. I know in my future I see myself looking after children and bringing children up in whatever capacity that is. Yeah. But I do think if you think I don't want them, that might change, but I think it's not super
The thing is,
to.
I do want to bring up kids, like you just said. Like I do want to, but I also feel like they aren't coming out of me.
Is that like a fair thing? Would you say?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah, but it's also like having kids does not, like, yeah. I just feel like this world isn't great to bring up kids.
No.
And there are so many kids out there who have already started their lives that need an opportunity, and I would rather give someone else's kid the best opportunity than have my own kids when I can just give it to someone else.
Yeah, totally.
Anyways, moving on. Oh yeah, 1000%.
Out in the Wild. Oh, let's play Out in the Wild episode. I'm gonna play you. My friends had a dilemma, shall we say?
Yeah.
And this is us advising her. We'll put that. Hello, this is Uneducated Icons in the Wild. Today we've got Anonymous asking us a dilemma.
Are you ready for the dilemma? Right, as a part of my course, we do web-based assessments every week with like one module. There's 15 questions, and I've been doing it with my friend ever since the start. But I did it by myself this week. It took me 20 minutes instead of like an hour usually it takes us.
Yeah.
You know, I get good marks on them, just saying, but
yes, girl.
We do it together.
Educated icon.
You know, this probably sounds bad, but like if she wasn't doing it with me sat next to her, she wouldn't get as good marks as I do, right? So I want to tell her to piss off, but I don't know how to do that.
So what I'd say is, firstly, yes, girl, you work getting them grades. Anything to say, Danielle? What I would say,
the lecturer said you'd do it with your friends if you want, and so ever since the start she'd be like, oh yeah, should we do it together? But now I'm like, no, I don't really want to do it together.
I would suggest that you say, I value your input when we work together, but I think I would rather work by myself on this project, see how it goes, and then possibly work together again in the future.
that wasn't my suggestion.
What was your suggestion?
I was going to suggest to write a song.
Write a song?
Write a song telling her you didn't want to work with her, and then perform it at karaoke when she's there. And then drop the mic and walk out. Just make it really sarcastic so she'll know exactly what you mean. She's like, this just isn't working. It's not you, it's me. Probably. And then just change a couple of lyrics, be like, me, hi, you're the problem, not me. And that's the end of it in the wild. Ding-a-ling-ling. So the next segment that we have created, I don't know why we created it because it's just going to totally embarrass us, but have you got any, what I would call icon incidents? Like, have you done anything this week where you thought, oh my goodness, what have you done?
About an hour ago, I had a driving lesson,
Yeah.
and one of the issues that I have is speeding. Like, I'm really, I've got my test in like a month, so I'm really trying to focus on not going over the speed limit. However, I end up still going over the speed limit. So what I've started to do is, while I'm looking at the speedometer thing, going, right, like, it's like a 30, I need to like slow down. If I go over, I make this sound and I go, oh. No. Because I drive around, but most of it is like 20, 30 miles per hour, which to me is like really slow. So when you've got the odd road that's like 60, it's like, ooh, I'm down, I'm going. Yeah. Anyways, what's your incident?
Well, I mean, mine, okay, if we're talking about driving stories, I can't drive either. I haven't had a driving lesson for about 6 months because it was traumatising. Basically, I'm just going to summarise it in the sentence I always summarise it in. I had 10 lessons, I never left third gear, okay? That's how we're going to summarise it. I was close to a ditch too many times. Let's move on. But my icon incident of the week, I locked myself out of my bedroom. Basically, my bathroom light broke. And the uni we're at, we have like people that come and fix stuff. And I never take my keys to work, so I'm like, I'm going to lose them and then never be able to get back in my flat. So our front door, you can open without the keys.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So you can open that, and then I just knock on the inside door to get into my actual, like, the bit of where 8 of us live.
Yeah.
So I knocked on it, got in, and went to go open my bedroom door, it was locked. And I was like, my keys are in there, how is it locked? It's because when the men come fix your lights, they lock it behind you for safety. So this is bearing in mind, this is after 2 12-hour shifts with like 5 hours sleep in between, if that. I have to traipse all the way down to security. I've got myself on my bedroom, key let back in. He gives me a key, I have to go let myself in. I have to go run back and give the key. It was the worst night of my life.
Bearing in mind, security from where you are is like a
Yeah.
10-minute walk.
It's like 10-15 minute walk at minimum.
Yeah.
I'm an icon.
Gosh.
Oh,
Right, this isn't a highlight at all.
It's a downlight.
Yeah. But as much as I respect teachers and everyone striking in the current economic climate,
I'm not going to get involved. No comment.
probably for the best, because I'm going to get kicked out of uni with what I'm about to say. So, the people at the top of the chain, I don't even know who owns the uni. The people at the top of the chain, they are in charge of the budgets and the money distribution. The teachers striking are not impacting them. They're not giving...
They're just impacting students.
Yeah, we're losing out. Basically, the strikes are a piss take, and I'm not getting... and my lecturers are not giving me the teaching materials because they want, like, a full impact. But it's not impacting anyone other than us. So it's like... And I understand that they have reasons to strike... But everyone, literally everyone right now in the UK are finding life hard.
Yeah.
No matter whether you're rich or whether you're poor, you will have to budget. You will have to cut down on spending because everyone is experiencing the same thing.
I'm going to take the microphone and make a quick side note so that I just cracked it on my face. Just so no one kills me. I understand why nurses are striking. I respect the strikes.
I want to just clear up. I respect the reasons to strike, but I just feel like, and I completely respect the NHS, completely. They've done everything for the country, literally everything. They carried us during lockdown. And I know people want to say, well, it wasn't just the NHS, it was key workers. But the NHS let us live, given more. The NHS, the workers, the nurses, the doctors, literally everyone sacrificed. Yeah. There were so many stories of how nurses had to live in hotels so they could protect their kids.
Yeah, that was rough. I mean, I thankfully didn't have to work through it, but the student nurses that I know did. Like, wow. I couldn't have done it.
And the dropout rate after lockdowns is just horrendous.
Oh, exactly.
So I 100% respect the nurses and they're literally doing like a 48-hour walkout, and I completely respect that because they should fight for their lives because they helped us live ours. As well as key workers and everyone else, they should really just at least put it on hold, at least just delay it, so then the NHS can actually have their spotlight, have their moment of fame, because they deserve that. As well as you've earned the right to strike. Not even teachers, but university lecturers, I really would like to have a discussion with you one day.
Today is not that day. I'm just going to take the microphone away from Danielle before she gets herself fired from uni. Basically, I got an email the other day, as did Danielle, saying someone has nominated
What a coincidence, though, that we've both got it.
But someone has nominated the two of us to be presidents. And to be president at uni, you get like 20 grand. Yeah. You have to take a year out. So I would be president of like the health and social.
Yeah.
And yours would be...
Okay, so I would be the Arts and Science president.
I'd be health, social care, and medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the outro.
Thank you so much for joining us. I really hope this has been such an educating time for you guys. It's once in a lifetime opportunity, even though we'll upload again.
The fact we're about to go and actually record another episode tells us it's not a once in a lifetime opportunity. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's been fabulous. And yeah, we'll see you again soon, hopefully with video footage.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening today. It's been me, Hetty, and your host, Danielle, and it's been absolutely great. So that's Educated Icons, over and out. Bye. Uneducated Icons in the house. Okay, listen.
Let's cut.
Okay, you can turn it off.